If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Take it away.
All right. Well, I'm busy cranking away, getting ready for the St. Louis Pen Show. I'm looking forward to it. It's about 2 weeks away at this point. Maybe it'll be less than that when I head out there. And I'm really looking forward to seeing people out there. I'm not trying to have a huge number of pens finished, but before the Chicago Pen Show, I think I was up till 2 a.m. the day I left, trying to finish a last batch of pens. I'm trying not to repeat that performance. But oddly enough, I'm doing the same thing. I'm in the process of completing about a half dozen of the Nico Ebonite pens. So I'm looking for. I'm pretty much on track. I think I'll be able to get them done and have a couple days to get other things put together before the show. So I'm looking forward to the show. I'm gonna have a lot of pens, and I'm gonna have a good time.
Good. Thank you, Frank, whoever let him in. So, would you care to show everybody what you're doing right now?
Sure. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've got these 6 pens, and at this point, they are cut. And here, I'll show you one of them. Here's the red and black ebonite, and you can kind of see the pattern of it there. And at this point, that they're kind of in a raw shape. This is the cap, and this is the barrel. They're all, in terms of mechanics, they're all complete. They're ready to go. But I still have to. These are going to be cigar-shaped pens, so they'll be tapered down on both ends, of course, and a little shorter than this. I'll cut them off. But I've got. They're approaching being pens, though. They're starting to actually look like pens. Here's the others that are polished, the blue and the green. And then I have the other 3. You caught me just as I finished polishing the green one. Now the other green and the yellow and the beige ones aren't polished, but they're in that same state. So things are getting close, with luck and if life doesn't interfere too much, I should have these 6 pens done along with all the other pens I have finished. So I should have a good amount of pens to show.
Well, nice job, Mike. They're really nice.
Thanks. Hi, Liz.
Hi. My voice isn't all that great today. Sorry.
And Dan. Dan showed up.
Hello. How's everybody?
Good. How about you? Have you seen my dragon?
See what?
What are we looking for?
The dragon.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is the magma dragon.
The beautiful nib. Yes. La 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 la. And
That's really nice, Larry.
It is. It's wonderful. I bought it when I visit Switzerland. That's a lie. Anyway.
No, I know what it was. I showed I had gotten the 4 blanks from Atlas Supplies. These are their dragon materials. I had bought 4 of them, and Larry immediately said, "That red one, I want that one. I want that red one." So the red one got sold right away. I have still these. I just finished last weekend. These are the other 3 of the dragons. There's the golden dragon. Oh, here we go. There is the pink dragon, and the blue one.
Yes.
That was really nice.
These came out really well. They're very cool looking. It's a very cool looking material. I'm not sure exactly which resin it is. They say it's a medical grade resin, but the nice thing about it is it has that kind of scale pattern. I don't know if it's coming through very well.
mhm.
There you can kind of see it. It's got like, dragon scales in the
Oh, yeah.
material. All right.
Cool. I
Which you
like
can see
that.
when you turn it in the light. And of course, they've got number 6 nibs and all that, the usual stuff. But, yeah, they came out very well. Very well. New material. Always discovering new materials. That's fun. And of course, Larry got one of them right away.
Of course.
Of course.
Frank, would you like to share your story? Very interesting story, I must add.
Well, this pen case is a Starbucks pen case that Larry gave to my wife. And this pen case has been missing for 4 years. It has one of her Parkers in it. It has a brass Kaweco. It's got a number of limited edition TWSBI pens in it. And she thought that she left it in a hotel room in Plainfield, Indiana, but it turned out it was down under some stuff in her room. And 4 years later, it surfaces, and she was very excited yesterday when she found it. The prodigal pens came home.
All right, okay.
So,
She started that Parker pen again.
yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a 51 or what it is. And I've got the
Not a 50. No, I don't know. Hard for me to see.
and it's got
Yep.
but I think that this is the mate to a ballpoint pen or a rollerball pen that I got for her in 1978 when we were in New York after graduating high school. So she was very excited to find that fountain pen that was a similar design.
I'm really glad she found it. That's really a great story.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
wow.
is
You know,
great.
this is the first I've learned that your wife liked fountain pens too.
Yes.
I didn't think
Yes.
I knew that.
She actually, when we restarted, she actually started with pens from, I think, Michael's and or Joann's, some of the cheaper pens. And then she decided to go looking at some nicer pens. And then we just kind of went down that road. And now we have a nice collection of pens. And I don't use them near enough because I don't write letters the way that some people do. But
Which ones are her pens and not yours?
oh, I mean, she has her pens in her room and I've got my pens in my room, and they are completely separate.
What does she prefer? Anything different than you?
No, I think that she only has a few vintage pens. I think her vintage are mostly Parker. My vintage are mostly Esterbrook, but we have a lot of TWSBIs. TWSBIs are my favorite, I think, and Kawecos and just a wide variety of more modern pens.
Cool.
All right, Mr. Dan.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I missed the intro, so I'm not sure what the idea is here.
On with the show. This is it. There.
We're making it up as we go along.
Oh, okay. Here's one for you. We've not talked about. When I was a newbie, I did some research and I never got my questions answered. When you get ink on your fingers, how you get the ink off? Anybody ever have that trouble? I found something that works that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't think I have it with me.
What's that?
Well, you'll think I'm silly. It's a carpet stain remover called Fostex, I think. It's either Forstex or Fostex. It's a pump thing. It honestly, for those of you that ever get stains of any kind in your carpet, you try everything. I've never seen anything work like this stuff. It is absolutely phenomenal. You literally just spray it on your spot. You take a dry rag, you just agitate it really, and it picks it right up into your rag. Then you do it again. And I mean, you've got to get this product for your carpets. Believe me, it works like nothing you've ever seen in your entire life. And I mean, I'm not joking. Well, I thought one day, sure, for the heck of it, I'm going to see if it will lift stains out of my fingers. And it did. It takes about 3 times. But I thought I'd actually demo it for you for one of these days, but The first time, it just doesn't look like it does much at all. Basically, you don't get your hand wet. You just spray this stuff on. It's just a clear liquid. Doesn't smell bad. Doesn't burn. Doesn't itch. It's not caustic. I don't know what the heck is in it, but you just really agitate the heck out of the stain, and then you do it again and again. And usually on about the third time, you've got almost all the ink off without anything. It's amazing. You really got to try it. I thought about contacting the company and telling them that, you know what, for a small fee, I'll tell you of a miracle product that you could market.
No kidding. That'd be great.
Have you heard of that? That
Never heard
product?
of it. No, never heard of it.
Oh, I'll get it and bring it back. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
I found that lava soap works pretty good getting ink off of my hands. I wonder if the Fostex and lava, together would be a good combination or something. But
I have to do either lava, then some bleach to get mine off.
I just looked it up online, and it seems to be Folex, Folex carpet cleaner, and it seems to be available at Home Depot.
That's good to know.
But I've used all
I'm never worried about getting ink off my fingers.
It's always a bragging right for me. Yeah.
I've just never worried about it before.
It's called Folex, Folex. And honestly, it is the best carpet stain remover you've seen in your entire life. I mean, you need to get it. I bought it off of Amazon. It doesn't cost very much at all. I think I got 2 bottles of it and sent some to my kids. But it says it removes pet accidents, grease, ink, and I mean, it'll take ink out of your carpet. Red wine, coffee, blood, rust, food, cosmetics, dirt, grime, most old stains, excellent for upholstery. And I mean, they are not joking. I've never seen like this in my entire life. And they don't pay me a thing to tell you that. And it gets it out of your hands. You've got to try it, guys.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I'm gonna meet you at the St. Louis Pen Show, right?
Yeah.
I've got some of this Bay State blue ink that I got for
I bet
testing
you'll do it.
staining. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour it all over your hands.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll see if that stuff works.
Okay. All right.
I hope it works.
You don't hope it works as much as I hope it works.
Is this is supposed to be like one of the worst inks to put on things, this Bay State blue. It's supposed to be a really nasty ink. I got it specifically to test pens and stuff with.
I saw it for the first time today.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Janice.
Hello,
How you doing, Jan?
I'm doing well.
Oh, welcome. Finally get to see you. Wow.
Janice.
Hello.
So everybody, this is Janice. She's from outer state. Where are you from? Hazel?
And the sound is weird today.
I'm cutting out a bit here, so
Yeah, Frank. see
may
if you
not
can get-
be able to.
Let's see if Frank can get in. You're on mute.
Frank's on mute.
Okay, so I noticed the echo started when Janice joined, so I don't know if there's something different about your setup, Janice.
Could be. Do you want me to leave and come back in?
Let's go on and see what happens.
Yeah, you sound good now.
Yeah,
Mhm,
something.
mhm.
So Janice, welcome. Tell everybody where you're from.
I live here in Azle, just north of Fort Worth. Been friends with Larry for a few years now, and
Yeah.
he and I got the Fort Worth Pen Club started a few years back, but haven't had much chance to meet lately.
When's our
Yeah.
next time going to be? Do you know?
We don't know. Jake with his
Why
he has
don't I leave and then come back in? Maybe that will help,
all right.
because I'm getting right in here what you're saying. So
Oh,
Okay.
try that. Okay.
All right. How is our friend Jake doing?
Not well right now. hurting a lot of pain. So he just left back to his room and went to bed, and I've got to change the bandage in a minute. But he has to walk around but not overdo it. Not good.
Not good.
Yeah,
A
everybody.
lot of pain.
A lot of pain.
Oh,
Lots
Yeah.
and lots of pain. And then my
Yeah.
spine is blowing up on me, but I made it.
Was
in.
it-
Huh?
was it the hip? Was it a hip or a knee?
Knee replacement?
Knee.
Knee.
Yeah.
Knee
Okay.
replacement.
Okay.
So
Are painful. Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Yeah.
We feel like a nursing home here. Everybody
Well,
has
you-
walkers and all that good stuff. And
Tell him we've been rooting
I
for
get
him.
through here at 9. I go back there and I do my therapy, my pills, my lotion. It takes about an hour to get everything done
Mhm.
and have a Diet Coke. Maybe some ice cream.
Jake did say that he can tell the big difference. He doesn't have that bone on bone pain that he had before the
Right.
surgery. So
Yeah.
there is an improvement, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
That's good.
I told him in a text that I thought he probably had a leg up on the competition now.
Yeah. I told him he could resume his jump rope championship
Yeah,
pursuit.
he didn't want to show off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go to Liz. Liz, tell us about some of the pins you have.
Well, I just purchased this Leonardo pen.
Okay.
Really pretty. The
Beautiful.
fine nib. Fine size nib. Yeah, I've been eyeing this this color for quite a while. It was between this or the SD. I forget what it's called, the sea glass or something, but I don't remember what this is called. It's a jade something. So I chose the Leonardo. But I think mostly because I'm more familiar with the pens and I really like them.
Mhm.
And I also purchased my first platinum, but I don't think I have it. 3776. Oh yeah, I have it. I was really surprised on the size of the pen. It's bigger than I thought it would be, but which was great. I got it in the burgundy color with medium nib. And it's pretty close to the size of the Pilot. I think this is a 74, but they're kind of similar in color and stuff. But
Ooh,
yeah, I
beautiful.
really like it. I was very, very pleased with it. So those are my two newest pens. Oh, well, I lied. I also bought the Sailor Pro Gear. It's one of the gosh, I can't remember the name of the color, but it's the fairy tale series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
The one
It's
that
the-
just came out.
the green one. So I just got, those are the three more most current pens, and then the other one.
What do you
I
think of the
have-
Leonardo? What are you thinking about the Leonardo? Is that your first one?
No, it's not my first one. No, it's like the third or fourth. Yeah, no, I really like them.
Uh-huh.
The coloring, the first one I bought was the Hawaii blue a couple of years ago. And then I have a black one and then a red one, but I don't remember. There's a red one. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I think this is like the third or fourth one I bought.
Do they make their own nibs?
Not yet. They use the Jobo, I think, nibs, and but in the meeting we had with the gentleman from Leonardo, he said that they were looking into making their own nibs in the future.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but because it's it's a Jobo nib, I always buy it from. I usually get these from Dan Smith because then he tunes. He does all the tuning and smoothing and stuff. So it always makes sure that it writes well I get it. So yeah.
So you buy the pen without the nib, or you buy it and send it to him?
No,
I
I
mean,
buy
you
the
buy
pen
it.
from him.
Oh, you buy it all. Okay.
He sells Leonardo, yeah,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
platinums, and he also
Okay.
sells the sailors too. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. I've heard good things about him.
Yeah, I haven't. I've never had to return anything to him. I just explained how I want the pen to write. And I've also sent him some pens that were my grandparents and some older pens I had to work on the nibs, and they've come back just writing beautifully.
Wow.
I highly recommend him.
Uh-huh.
And then the gentleman that Mike uses from Pen Rum,
Sphere.
I bought a kilt pen from him, and he did a great job on that nib for me as well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What's his name, Mike?
Kirk Spear.
Oh, Kirk Spear. Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk Spear. He does good work.
He does, yeah. Because all the nibs I've received from Mike have been great too.
Let's run over to Luz. No, Janice now. We're done for a little bit there. All right. How you do that, Liz? Janice Johnson. No, Janice. Janice Johnson. Go ahead. What pens do you have that you recently bought? Any?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Janice. Yeah.
Okay, because you keep breaking up, so I'm not hearing. Pens I've recently bought. Not too many. Recently bought 2, and they're both diplomats because I got them on sale. This is the diplomat green, and I've got now 3 of these. This is the arrow, and then I bought a little diplomat traveler. Let me see. I liked it because it has this beautiful finish on it. Let me do that where I can. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this. But this is a nice, just little everyday carry pen. So those are really the 2 that I bought recently. But since the economy is like it is, I've kind of cut back on buying stuff.
Those are really nice. How do you like the diplomat?
I like it. I like it very well. I even had a little diplomat Magnum, which is I think the cheaper one they have, and I just use that thing all the time. It's just put a cartridge in it, and I can just put it in my purse and have it when I'm out. So
I've heard the diplomat pens write very well. I don't have one. I've never bought one.
One of these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Diplomat.
The Traveler is a little more expensive than the Magnum, but I just love the finish. If you don't like a narrow pen, that may not be for you, but the arrow is a little more bulky, but I like them both. So
I have a few arrows, steel nibs and gold nibs. I love them. I know Dan has, and I don't see him writing with
a matte black one.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful pen, stunning. In my opinion, it's one of the more affordable gold nibs around. I mean, it has the look. It feels great in the hand, in my opinion. Of course, everybody's different in opinions, but you can't beat it for the buck. The only thing
it looks like a Zeppelin.
Yeah, and all of mine have steel nibs. So, but I love writing with them.
That's close to it, or maybe matches it, I think. And y'all can disagree. That's quite all right. Is the vanishing point. For me, you get a gold nib for under 200 easy. And where are you going to find that? Well, there's another creature that's out, the Platinum 3776. Then you got that. And they're a great writing pen as well. But don't forget, one's Japanese, the other one's German. Different nibs, different styles, different tastes. So and everybody's different. So that's why it's good to go to a pen show, so you can actually test and see what you like. Because you can get pens all day long that you might not like, and then you might lay back and say, well, these pens aren't for me, but you haven't hit that magic pen yet, you know? So even Montblanc, the small 144, is a fantastic pen, small pen. It's a Montblanc, to me, a great writing pen. Yep. There's the Montblanc Mule, another great fountain pen. There's a lot of pens out there that people don't like for whatever reason, and that's okay. That's why we all are different. So, but I use all my pens. I have pens now that I'm trying to get to use it. I haven't even touched them in years. Years. They're just sitting there 4 or 5 years. Stacked. So, anybody have anything?
I had a question. You brought up the Montblanc, the 144. I've got one of those. I love that pen. I've never seen one, but I've read about them a little bit. It's the 147. Everybody knows about the 149 and the 146, but the 147 I think is cartridge only. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's one that's cartridge only, but
Yeah.
I think now, I don't know where I saw that you can put a converter in there. I just forgot where I saw that or what store put it on. But it was one of those you can put a converter in. I just have to look for it again.
Have you ever seen a 147?
Yeah,
Have you?
I don't hear that 147 pop up like other pens do.
Yeah,
It's
I hardly ever hear
very,
anything about it.
very rarely mentioned. And I know there were people that would dispute that, and that's fine. But I've seen it on YouTube somewhere, maybe, that you can finally a converter in there, and it mentions what converter. I just don't remember. My mind isn't like it was before, but I know I've seen it. Yep. To find it, that's the question. I don't know if it was at a Pen Boutique or was Anderson or those spot pens. I don't even remember. In a while.
Yeah. I guess it's not popular because it's the cartridge filler as opposed to the twist filler, you know. Of course, the 144 is a cartridge, you know.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Great pen. Yeah.
Yeah, nice little pen.
Somewhere.
Barry,
back
can
in
I share another pen with you all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Well, this is my one of the nibs that Dan Smith worked on. This is a pen. It was my grandmother's. It's I don't know the model. It's a Cordell. It's a liver fill, but it's a gold sparkly pen. Very different. It's gold and gold sparkly color.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. But he worked on the nib and it writes beautifully. Wow. Awesome. Yeah. So it's just something different. I've never seen one before.
Yeah.
When did you get that pen? What year? Or was it made? You know?
I've got another one. Now that you mention it, you brought this up to me. We have a local auction house here, and every once so I always keep my eyes open for old stuff, used vintage pens and stuff like that. And I got this pen. This is a vintage pen. It's not a lever filler. I got this for $35. For $35, it's electroplated gold, and it's got a really nice. This is a Schaefer. It's a gold nib. Look at that, gold nib, and writes like a dream. It does not. It has a strange cartridge in it. It's got this little pinchy kind of a cartridge. Have you ever heard of a pinch filler? There's another name for it, but you got to be really careful because I mean it'll dump oil, it'll dump a lot of ink on you right away. But it's a pinch filler. You just pinch it with your fingers, you know, and it sucks it right up. But that was my $100. That was my not $100, but my $35 bargain.
That's
I guess
great, Dan.
Yeah,
That's a
people didn't
beautiful
know what
pen.
it was, and I didn't either. But I took a chance and got it, and just writes. It's a very light, dainty, very light pen, but it's extra fine, I think. But this writes really nice. Yeah. Can you guys excuse me for about 10 minutes? I got to feed my squirrels. Okay, so I'm back.
All
They're
right, so
flying
here's
squirrels.
something I'll share with you all right now. I'm going to do a review on it soon, but I'm going to have to plug it up. 1 second. Go ahead, Frank. Would you take over for me, please?
Yeah, I was going to say that it's about 8:30 now, so I don't know if we'll get all the way to the top at 9 o'clock. I know that Jake's had to leave, and I don't think Larry's feeling too good. So,
Yeah.
so we'll go for a little while longer, but maybe not all the way to 9.
I've got things going on here.
So what is that, Larry? I think he's talking to his watch. I don't talk to my watch.
Talk to my watch. Hello, watch. Hello, watch. No, my watch isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, Siri's trying to talk to me. What should...
Okay, here we go. I got this in the mail that I'm going to be doing a review soon. So when we get off here, I got to plug it up. Now, I've never seen one. I don't know anything about one like this, but Chad Ellis got a hold of me and wanted to review his pen. It's brand new. He made it. And the pen sells for $400. So it's let's open it and see. So
That Pat Ellis made the pen?
yeah, you know him?
Pat No.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, yeah. He's on Etsy.
Okay.
He made some other pen too. Slide back here. Here we go. All right. I got all this room, but here is the charger. I guess this must be the base to it. Yep. Now this is pretty. It's beautiful on this side. Wow, it is pretty. I'll give it that. And then I guess, yep, that's the bottom part. And your pin goes inside here to charge it. Okay. Now we'll look at the pin real quick. And it comes in here.
That's nice, Larry.
Wow.
So then it twists out. There's no clip. And we'll take the end of the barrel. Okay. And you can fill this little jewel up and it's not going to hurt. And I'm wondering,
Larry, you seem to have muted yourself.
all right.
There you go.
The nib does screw off, so you can put other size nibs. Looks like a Jovo nib, maybe, yep. And this is the broad nib. and it goes, I guess, like, yeah, that's where it's gonna go, I bet. Well, one of the two. And then when it plugs up, this whole thing lights up, and you can use it. So I will be working with this little deal soon.
Interesting.
It is. Has anybody ever seen
The pen lights up?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
That base was a charging station, he said.
Let me see if I can get that going. All right, here we go. So if that goes into here and the puzzles. Come on, my pretty. Oh.
Guess if you wanted to get other people's attention, have a pen that lights up while you're writing in a restaurant or something.
Oh, that's very true. You attract some attention there.
All right. Oh, with this show, it has to be a
I know.
button.
It's mine.
Yeah, I had just heard about in World War II, pilots would fly with pens like this. They had
Really?
pens that would light up so you could write at night, but they didn't want to turn on a light like in a cockpit or something. And so this is something that's been done before, but of course, I don't know anything about this pen, but back then, of course, they did it with, well, whatever, little light bulbs and stuff. So this would be a lot more sophisticated, I would imagine. But I wonder if you'd be able to write in the dark with this pen. You could turn off all your other lights and see what you're writing if the pen itself lights up. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, I've seen it light up, but he showed me, and all in here will light up. I forgot up here, but all in here lights up, and you can have your ink in it and whatever. So I'm just going to let it, maybe it has to charge it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Read his directions he sent me again. They had it for about, I don't know, a week. So we'll have to go from there. But I am just as curious as you guys, and I can't wait. So does $400 sound fair or what? I'm not a pen maker. I don't know. Got a lot of work in it.
Yeah, the lighting system sounds interesting. I would be interesting to see. Well, you'll have to let us know when you get a chance to get it going and charge it up and write with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually, I think I would kind of like that kind of idea. It's I don't know, my eyes aren't what they used to. So if I'm writing in dim light, if the pen actually lights up what you're writing, that would be kind of nice. I'd be able to see what I was doing.
But it sure is pretty on this end.
Uh-huh.
Colors and everything, the base all matches up. So I like that. Now I just got to see if it'll charge up. See, I thought maybe it would charge up, light up automatically when it's in here, but maybe this has to, you can't see it too well here. Base has to charge up some before it will do anything. I don't know.
Guess I wonder if there's a battery in the base or if it has to plug in or what.
Look it in. It's all plugged in. There's no battery in here.
Okay.
None at all. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, no battery. So it's all plugged in. No. 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 Yet. And
The bottom, you said had unscrewed. Do you have to unscrew the bottom?
no,
Okay.
nothing down here. Not a thing. Hello. Maybe it's late. But anyway, I'm going to let that sit for a while tonight. I'm probably going to just leave the pin in it. If that's the right size, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And it doesn't have any but I do have the instructions on the email, so I'll be going to that later.
When all else fails, read the instructions.
Yeah.
Now, someone from the UK sent me this. The Regatta Explorer limited edition. Big Conklin and Monteverde fan. They sent me this, so I'll be reviewing that. And trying to think here. Frank, yeah, sent me this for review. The Conklin All-American pen. So I've got still quite a few pens to. This is the rainbow, I think. Yeah, it really
You
is
like
pretty.
those Conklin pens, Larry? Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty. Do you
Yeah.
like the Conklin pens?
I love them. Big fan.
Okay.
Love them. I love them. I've got quite a few more. Look at that nib. And now,
Oh,
you know,
that's really nice.
it has changed the nibs over to the Joe nibs now. So they're even better. So this is really pretty. I like them. I got about 5 or 6 of the Conklin. I don't know how many Monteverdes I have in there. I love the Regattas, and I'm just a big fan of them because they're a great pen for a great buck as well. And whatever else they're in there. There. So come over, help me review. Everybody pick a pen and we'll just review. But yeah,
I want to see the one that lights up when you get it going. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be real cool just to get it done. So, all right, who have I missed? Mr. Mike, could you share your pins one more time? I know, please, because we have Janice on.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, like I said, I've just, last weekend I finished the dragon pins. I think, I have showed you those, right? The dragon pins. You have, of course, you could show people the red one since you have the red one. But they were at the Chicago Pen Show, and they gave me a couple samples of their materials. Here's these are the pens I made from the samples. They've got one they call Crazy Fiber, it has it's just kind of a interesting pattern of lines that it makes. They call it Crazy Fiber. It comes in lots of different colors. Yeah.
And I believe this is the vampire, isn't it?
That's one of the other pens. That's the vampire. I'm trying to remember the name of the I've lost the company. Was it Trink Pen Company? I don't remember which supplier makes that material. But yeah. And then of course they did give me a golden dragon as well. That's what kind of got me going on these dragons. So this is the sample material they gave me at the show. And so that of course got me going on the dragon pens. Let's see, here's another one. I made a set of pens now. They're pretty much all sold, but I still have the 10 color pour. This is by the Pensmiths.
That's nice.
Yeah, this is a really nice material. And this is one of the ones after I did the Terminator, that kind of got me going on the kick of being able to put the large TWSBI converters into these bigger pens. This is a 15 millimeter pen. So this one has the TWSBI converter in it. And so it holds like twice as much ink as a standard international converter. So you can still use standard international converters, but anyway, so here's
Mike,
this 10
do you
color
go
pour.
to the pen shows?
I just have started. I went to the Chicago Pen Show last fall. That was the very first pen show I'd been to. And in April or in May, I went to the Chicago Pen Show this year. And I'm going to be at the St. Louis show in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I will also
Any chance you'll be at the Dallas Pen Show?
I know where you're going. Yes, I'm going to be in the Dallas. I'm going to go to, strangely enough, it's hard for this group probably to understand why, but I am going to the Dallas Pen Show this year too. So I added,
Right.
so I will,
Oh,
you know, I
well.
added the St. Louis and the Dallas, and so I will be down in Dallas here in September.
Wonderful.
Okay, I will be saving my money.
Yeah, save your money. I've got the, like I said, I've got these new ebonite pens. These are really nice. You know, I've been really enjoying the Nico ebonite. So I've got I bought 6 different colors, and I made a set of 6, and I think, what is it, Larry? You've got one of them. Dan's got one of them of that last set I made. And
I'll have one soon.
okay, and yes, and you've been talking about, see, now here's the 6 different colors. Now they're not finished yet. These are just like, they're cut and they're machined, but they're not polished. They're just starting to get close to looking like pens. And so I think, you know, you were talking about one of the green ones. Oops, let's see here. I think I've got the deeper green color is polished, and actually
That's this color here when it's all said and done.
yeah, there you go. That's the green one. Yes.
Okay.
So I think that's the one that you're interested in, Liz. That's the one from that last set. I made those just in time for the Chicago Pen Show. And this set that I'm making now, I'm kind of getting into a routine of barely making it just before a pen show. So these will get done just before the St. Louis Pen Show. There you go.
See that? Isn't that pretty?
And I have, oh, that's beautiful.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah. My favorite that I have of Mike's, of the 4 or 5 or 6 pens I have, is the abalone. It's not an ebonite, but I love this abalone. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The coloring.
The abalone is beautiful. Now, again, here's another. This is the red and black ebonite. This is the sibling of the one that Dan just showed you.
Oh, that's
I don't know if you can
nice.
see, but it's got the red. You can't see it very well in this light. And of course, then there's this is the beige and black material.
That's Nico there, isn't it?
These are all Nico
They're all
ebonite.
Nico. Oh.
Yeah, this batch of 6 and the new batch of 6. You know, I got those. I got a set of materials from them, and I'm kind of just playing with them at this point. I have some other ebonite pens I've made. I know you've seen a couple of those. Here's one of those. It's a big, you know, this is from I think last November or something. I made these. This is the only one left of that batch. You know,
That I actually like that ebonite better. They're all great, but mine is that yellow one.
Right. Yeah, the you know, the ebonite. I don't know if you know. I had never had an ebonite pen before I started making these, and it's definitely an interesting material. It feels. I can see why people like to have ebonite in their pens. Ah, yes, there you go. There's the yellow one.
That's nice, Dan.
And you know, when let's see, Atlas Supplies is the one that makes these dragons. They gave me a piece of this golden dragon, but it wasn't quite big enough to make a full pen. I had enough to do the cap and the barrel, so I went ahead and made a black ebonite section, because a lot of people I can see why people like pens with black ebonite section, you know, the ebonite sections, just because the ebonite has a really interesting feel to it. It's like a organic feel to it that people call it, you know. And so this pen has the a black ebonite section on it. It was just the practical matter of I didn't have enough of the golden dragon to make it in golden dragon when I made this pen. But
Frank?
yeah.
Frank, are you allowed to let Joe's just text me? He's trying to get into the meeting.
I'm glad that you. I watch and no one's there, and then all of a sudden somebody sneaks in. So I've let him in.
Okay.
Thank you for calling my attention to it.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Got in just in time.
Yeah, I was at my position. I'm in charge of the pre-doctoral curriculum, but also all 8 of our graduate programs. So one of our graduate programs had a graduation dinner tonight. I'm obligated to go, and I like going to these things. So I just got home from it. But hi, everybody.
Hey there, welcome.
Hello.
Hey.
So what else were you saying, Liz?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Oh, shoot, I don't remember the question.
Do that all the time.
Well, while you're thinking again, Mike Land, what's his last name? Michael Landman or Land?
Michael.
You know, the gentleman we had on a few months ago, Michael Ward.
Oh, okay.
Ward, yeah.
Yeah, he'll be on either into this month or next month. We're just working out the date and the time. But yeah, he did a fantastic job last time he was on, and he wants to come back on, and we wanted to come back on, and so I finally got a hold of him. So yeah, the guy's amazing, I think.
Yep.
Anyway, so we can ask
Well,
Don.
Joe, we were sharing some of the newer pens that we recently purchased. Do you have? I mean, I know you just joined in, but do you have any?
Yeah, I think I posted, I picked up another Tassia. I really like the Tassia pens because they're basically Sailor King of pens, but with nibs I can use. I prefer EF nibs. So I will, if I could share my screen here.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them to show you them here. So the middle one you guys have seen, that's the Tassia Winter's Breath. And then the new one is on the left here. It's a beautiful black Urushi pen with this silver and I don't know if silver, whatever they're using there, and gold work at the end of it. But it's a real beauty. You can see the size of it here. That's a 149 on the right. If you've seen a Sailor King of pen in ebonite, you'll see that this is essentially the frame that's used on. They have another model of the middle one that's more expensive. It's got the Sailor King of pen nib under the Tassia name, but that model is somewhere around, I think, $3,000 for that. The clip is also covered with both eggshell and I'm not sure, abalone. It may just be eggshell and some black Urushi. Did I show you guys my Santini with the giant nib?
I don't remember.
I don't remember if I did. I know I posted images of it, but let me see if I can call it up real quick. Let me unshare this. Santini just introduced a giant, what they call a giant 8 nib. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I put that into a presentation for something. See if I could find it. Sorry, it's here. It's always easier for me to show these in presentations than it is to try and pull up individual images. Maybe it's not in here. No, all right. But yeah, it's a beautiful nib. I was actually surprised, very surprised at just how large the nib was. I know I've got it in my what do you call files? My Apple files here. If I can get through to them. Yeah, where is it? There's a Santini, they call it the Giant 8. And I also got a new Sailor in. It was the Sailor with the, they call it the, here, I'll share this image. This is the Sailor, it's got to do with chess somehow. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's got a metal section, which I'm not usually a fan of, but this is really comfortable. And it also gives the pen a very different balance feel. And of course, I got it with the 21K extra fine nib is my absolute favorite nib. And so let me get out of this one here. That just came in. I haven't inked it up yet. I haven't inked up the new Tassia yet either. Did I can't remember what I've showed and who I showed what to, but this, I got one of those Kilk pens in blue. You might remember the one I got in green from Turkey. Yeah, this is the Kilk pen. I had a custom. Can you guys? Folks, thank you for joining me. I just received. Yeah. Basically, I had them do a band around that says "Pay It Forward," and that's what this is. So I'm trying to. I don't know if it'll I think it's going in slow motion. I don't know why, but it's a beautiful pen, and it wasn't that unreasonable in price. but it comes from Turkey. A few, Liz, you got a Kilk pen too? Somebody else got one? Yeah, you got that pretty one with the white barrel and brown cap or something like that.
Me?
Yeah, Liz.
No, I did, Larry. Yeah.
Oh, here's the one I'm looking for. Here it is. Okay. So here is as soon as I can find the screen again. That's why I much prefer to have this. You guys still there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I see you guys?
Wow.
Hold on.
That's got a lot of hardware on it.
Yeah, I think you took it off.
You talking about, can you see the Santini Giant 8?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It's hard to understand how big that nib is, but I'll give you a sense of it. Watch this. Let me see if I can come out of this.
9?
Yeah, for some reason things aren't happening the way I want them to. That's why when I do this, I much prefer to have a presentation made because it goes so much easier with presentations. But I'm going to show it to you compared to the Montblanc 149. And so this is the Montblanc 149. I was expecting the 149 nib to be bigger. I was wrong. Can you see that?
Yeah.
How can an 8 be bigger than a 9?
Because apparently this is a different numbering system. Consider this, Dan, the Namiki Emperor, which is probably the largest modern nib made, that's a number 50. So that has a very different numbering system than these guys do. The Namiki Yukari Royale, I think it's the number 20 or a number 30. This is not as big as the Emperor nib, but it's a large pen. It's not a small pen. I think I might have taken something that shows the comparison with something else, but here it is. So here's the one. Can you see that? That's the 149 Platinum 149. You see how big it is?
Yeah.
Now this is I think a captured converter in here. But it's like having a piston mechanism. You know, if I had my way with it, I'd want all my pens to be, as I said many times before, cartridge converter pens. They're just much easier to clean.
Yeah. Same here.
Can you guys see me scrolling?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So these pictures, this is something completely unrelated. My dean, her husband, was in a really bad automobile accident.
I was going to say, you broke your car.
Yeah. Send him some prayers. I mean, he crushed his sternum, 12 ribs, broke his leg in 2 places, lacerated liver. He's not a young guy, but he's doing okay. But he's been ICU for about 3.5 weeks. That was sort of a head-on angled collision. And never know. You just never know where things are going to go. Let me see. That's the and this is the size of the one I mentioned before, the Kilk pen. It shows you the 149, the Kilk, and also the Safari. It's a very beautiful pen. I don't know if I forgot anything, but these are standard images of that pen I just picked up. And mine, I think, actually, that is my pen. Mine is number 18 of 288, I think. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Okay. Can you guys see where it's labeled at the very finial?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, I got it right here. Yeah, 18 of 288.
Yours is 18.
Yeah, so I didn't know that this stock image was of my pen. I went to a wine tasting dinner last night, but the Sailor pen I really like. I'm going to ink it up this coming this weekend as long as I can. I also have this. I forgot about that. I have this Nikaya coming. So this isn't the Nikaya Piccolo is a short pen, but this is the Nikaya Long Piccolo. This is obtained only through going to Aesthetic Bay in Singapore. I've dealt with a guy named FK who owns, I think he's the owner of Aesthetic Bay in Singapore. I've dealt with him a number of times. I picked up a dorsal 2 from him and a few other pens. But I like the Long Piccolo, and this has got the ring, the rope or the thread or whatever you want to call that at the end of the cap and at the end of the barrel. And that pen is, I mean, I've got it coming with a 2-tone nib. This only shows you a gold nib, but mine's 2-tone EF. And that's a red on red Urushi, dark red on light red. they rub the edges so you can see. You look at the cap, you can see the light red through the at the edge. It's my
Beautiful.
favorite of the Urushi colors,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
and I think that pretty much covers it. So anyway, but I'll unshare.
Huh.
Yeah, this is the kilt color pen that I have.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one.
Yeah, it is.
That's got a roll stop, right, Liz?
On the cap. Yeah.
And by the way, your nib and my nib, they come with box steel nibs in them. You can get them with gold, but they were out of them. So I found a guy on Etsy to order an 18 karat gold Bach EF from, and that's shipping to me from the UK. You know the way I am. It means it doesn't write any better than a steel nib. I just want my pens to have gold nibs. That's a complete ego-driven thing. So that should be here shortly. And who knows? And the green one, maybe I'll do a giveaway with the green one.
Yeah, this kilt that I bought was from Pen Realm.
That's right.
He carries some of the models, not all of them. Yeah.
And I think, Liz, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but you pay a little less money for it from Turkey, directly from Turkey. I think the models are $40 more expensive or something you buy. Well, that's with everything, Japanese pens or whatever else it might be.
Yeah, yeah. No, if you bought it directly from Turkey, it was less. I don't know what the shipping is on it though, but
How's Jake? How you doing? Is he able to talk or?
I know he's in bed, hurting a lot of pain right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You doing all right, Larry?
Yeah, just a spine thing going on now. Yeah, so you know, it's either do it or don't do it, but I prefer.
I know. You know, Janice, I don't think we've met. Have we met before?
Oh, sorry, no, Janice, this is Doc Joe.
No, I haven't been on the Zooms lately.
Oh, okay, well, nice to meet you.
I'm just kind of getting back into doing some things.
Yeah, I missed him.
he's from Texas.
Oh.
Doc, I don't think you're on yet. I'm going to be reviewing this pen.
Oh, good.
And Chad Ellis is a.
Is it a Mike pen? Mike, is that your pen?
No, this is someone else.
Trader, Larry, trader.
No.
That pen lights up, Joe.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't know where, and I'm trying to figure that out. So I have to send him without wires or batteries. But he thinks it's going to be around $400.
Okay.
So I'll have to get back with them and say how to do this, and hopefully I'll get it done by tomorrow. But anyway,
yeah, the pens I was talking about from Turkey that Liz and I have, that pen without the custom band is $150, I think, USD. With the custom band, it becomes $190 something with the custom band and the steel nibs. That the only way I could think they make that, Mike, if you're interested, I think that's a lost wax technique they use to make that.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, I think, but I could be. I got to find out from them. But it's really well done, and I'm very happy to have the pen. So hopefully the nib will do well. But they were using Bach to surprise me, and so a Bach 250 is basically a number 6 equivalent size nib. I didn't know that until I was looking into it. But I've always liked Bach nibs, and we'll see. If it doesn't write well, I'll just send it to Masayama and get him to fix it for me. So
that's why I got mine from Pen Realm, because he tuned and smeared the nib, and I told him how I wanted it to write, and it writes beautifully.
I do have 2 vintage pens coming from Aiden. Aiden is a young fellow who does repair work and sells vintage. What happened was I purchased one, I think I showed you guys, a Parker Vacuumatic, and it never got to me. And so I told Aiden, don't worry about it. I don't want the kid to take the hit. I'll take the hit on that. So I bought another pen from him. And turns out they returned the first pen to him because he never wrote my apartment number on there. So when he sent me both, I should have the pens probably Monday afternoon. They're both Parker Vacuumatics. I like the stacked, I guess it's stacked celluloid or whatever it is, look. But figure support the effort. He's doing good work.
I've got I've got an advice question for you guys. I've tried to research a little bit on the internet, and I'm getting a little bit of mixed signals. I respect you guys a little bit more than I do people I don't know. I've been looking for a real dark green. I want a green that's so dark it's almost black, but I can still tell it's green. And I got the Arushi Zuku Shin Ryoko, which is forest green, but I was disappointed it was not nearly dark enough. And then I've got their ink. This is the best black ink I have ever used, and I've tried several. It's their Takasumi. I think that means burn bamboo or something like that. If you want a really good black, you might want to try this one. I call it my magic ink because I've had a couple of pens that had more feedback than I wanted, a little drier feeling, and this stuff it's just lubricated everything, just wonderful. My question is, can I mix these two? I know it won't take very much black to make this darker. Is that safe? I mean, will it do something weird to the ink? I've heard that even within a brand, it can be squirrely.
It's really got to do with what they use as the thickening agent for some of these inks. You know, with dip pens, it's usually gum arabic or something like that. But the best thing to do is take, you know, a certain amount of it in a little well, and put a drop of the black and see if it does anything weird. If it doesn't, you should be okay. But I would probably only use a little bit of it to try that. And I would put it into a pen that you can clean out. In other words, take it apart. Don't put it into a vacuum pen or something like that. You want to put it into a pen you can totally, you know, take the cartridge off and rinse it thoroughly. It should be okay, Mike. I don't think they're really, but the unknown part is that the colorant is usually an organic dye. And so if the dyes are incompatible, you'll know when mixing a tiny bit in there. If it's miscible, if it goes right into solution, the drop of black, it should be fine. But, you know, it's hard to say how much you need because you can kill that whole bottle of green. You got one drop too much in there, you know?
I don't think it should take more than just a drop or two, but will I be able to see it visually?
I would use it in a smaller vial. I would put a little bit of that in there, and then don't use the whole bottle.
Yeah, right. Well, I wouldn't do that.
And then, you know, slowly one drop and go from there. And I would use a dip pen. Wouldn't that work? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it. Yeah, I mean, you'll know right away if there's a problem. Yeah. I've had inks that in the calligraphy world, we're used to mixing things, and every once in a while you make a mistake. And I did that once with the iron gall ink, and I tried to, in my lab, I tried to bring it to neutral pH, and all the pigment crashed out of solution. I was left with acidic water at the end. So and some of the India inks, you know, they're not meant to be used with certain types of thickening agents, or if it's an acrylic. But you know, try it in a vial. You're gonna have to use high enough volume where one drop isn't going to kill it. You know what I mean? You get an idea. Okay. So you need like one drop in 100 or one drop in, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you know how it comes out.
All right, folks. Time to say goodbye. Got to go do meds. Got to go.
All right, buddy. Good seeing you.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Behave yourself.
Thank you.
Bye.